Hi, Stefan Swartling here. This is the first episode of my new audio podcast that I will publish on YouTube. It's a kind of audio podcast where I talk about a specific topic. As you can see, I have added some info about what I'm talking about, screenshots and links and so on, as a video to the audio. And I will link to different videos that you can watch about what I'm talking about. So if it's, for example, gadgets, you can click on links on this video to see these gadgets. And I will try to make these episodes quite regularly, and they will be saved in a specific playlist, so you can find every episode in the same playlist. I hope you like them, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any episode. And as a tip, you can add these videos, podcasts, to Instapaper to watch later when you have the time.
Computex 2012 is all about Windows 8 and Windows 8 tablets and Windows 8 Ultrabooks, convertibles, all-in-one PCs and so on. It's all about Windows 8. We have seen some good things and some very funny and silly and gimmick things. Some good things are the Acer tablets and the Asus tablets. Acer has a 10.1 inch Windows 8 tablet called Iconia W510. It also has a bigger tablet called Iconia W700. Asus has two Windows 8 tablets too. The smaller one, the 10.1 version, Tablet 600, is a Windows RT tablet. That means that it doesn't run on the real Windows 8. It only runs on the Metro-styled Windows called Windows RT. And it uses a ARM CPU. That's why it can't run on the real Windows 8. The bigger version though, the Tablet 810, runs on the real Windows 8, so it can run real Windows 8 applications. And this tablet is my favorite on Computex this year. Almost all Windows 8 tablets looks like prototypes though, and that's too bad, because that probably means that we won't see all of them, and it will take a long time before we see any of them. And that also means that they can be too late. Microsoft needs to have some Windows 8 tablets out as soon as possible to compete with the iPad. We have also seen some tablets from Toshiba, Samsung, Lenovo, and a lot of Ultrabooks from these manufacturers. But I think the most interesting was the two Windows 8 tablets from Asus. Asus also unveiled a lot of silly things like all-in-one PC that you can use as a large tablet. Asus says it's the world's largest tablet at 18.9 inch. I mean, almost 19-inch tablet. No one will buy that. As an all-in-one PC maybe, but you will not use it as a tablet. That's just silly. Another thing Asus launched that I think is kind of funny and silly is a laptop, an Ultrabook with two screens, one on the back and one in the normal place. I mean, what's that's for? Who will use that? Really silly. I think Asus are testing the market with these gimmick devices. They will see what we, the users, will like and what we prefer to use and so on. So they manufacture these devices, these silly-looking devices, and releases them to us to buy. And if we don't buy them, if we don't show some interest in them, they remove them from the market. So ASUS doesn't do any investigation and testing and so on. They are using us as test persons for their silly new devices. I think Windows 8 for tablets will be a success actually. I think the operating system looks really great on a tablet. A touch-based, gesture-based operating system is perfect for a tablet. And I also think that the prototypes I've seen with a Windows 8 tablets in a docking station to get a full QWERTY keyboard, it's great, but I think the design of the hinge and so on is a bit bad at many of them. So the manufacturers need to come out with something better to dock in, I think. Docking in, I think. But I think the idea is perfect, actually. You can have both a Ultrabook and a tablet in the same device. So I think Windows 8 could be a really hit, a success for tablets, if the manufacturers can keep the prices low. They can't be too expensive, because then no one will buy them. Acer also unveils the Windows 8 Transformer Book. And the Transformer Book is powered by Intel's third generation Core i7, i5 and i3 processors. 4 GB of RAM, USB 3.0, NVIDIA graphics. And it comes in 3 sizes, 11.6, 13-inch and 14-inch. These notebooks, or Ultrabooks maybe, has a detachable full-size keyboard, so you can detach the screen and use it as a Windows 8 tablet. And it looks really great, actually. This could be the best device that ASUS has showed us. So have a look at the ASUS Transformer Book. I mean, it's a bit confusing. Will we have a laptop that transforms into a tablet, or should we have a tablet transforms into a laptop? That is what both ASUS and Acer are showing us, and I think it's a bit confusing. I think they don't know themselves what to do, actually. I think they should go for a laptop that transforms into a tablet, instead of a tablet transforms into a laptop. The devices that runs on the Metro-based Windows 8, Windows RT, looks really snappy and very fast and no lag at all. So these tablets can compete with the iPad if they get some Metro apps. They look really snappy, really fast. And I also think that it's the ARM-based Windows 8 tablets that can compete with the iPad in price, because the real Windows 8 tablets that runs on the real Windows 8 version will be too expensive, at least what I can see at the moment.
The only drawback with the Windows 8 tablets that runs on the real Windows 8 is that they need to have fans and ventilation. That also means that they will sound a lot more than, for example, the iPad. And it also means that they actually get quite warm. Otherwise they shouldn't need to have fans or ventilation. So that's a quite huge drawback. I don't want a tablet with fans and ventilation. The ARM-based Windows 8 tablets though, that runs on Windows RT, doesn't have fans, and that's why I think these tablets will be the one that will compete with the iPad more directly, because these are the most mobile tablets. The other ones is just an extension of a keyboard dock and half a laptop, half a tablet and so on. You will use it more like a laptop and take the screen with you when you get mobile and use it temporarily. These ARM-based Windows 8 tablets, Windows RT tablets, will be more like the iPad and be a more mobile device. This will be released, then Android will be even smaller on the tablet market. Android will eventually even disappear from the tablet market totally. This year's Computex was a lot of experimenting from the manufacturers, a lot of strange designs and screens that you can bend how you want actually. So it looks like the manufacturers doesn't seem to know what they should do actually. They are experimenting with different designs to see what the consumer wants. I think this is what differentiate these manufacturers to Apple. Apple always know what the consumer wants. They investigate and really give a product a lot of time before they release it. A lot of time. That's why they succeed. They succeed with the iPhone, iPad, and so on. Because they know with all these tests and all this experimenting and all these investigation they do before release a product, that makes the product ready to use when they launch it and all the consumers wants it. These Windows 8 manufacturers that do these devices are working completely different. They don't know what we want. They don't know what the consumer wants. And I think this is a quite bad method to work like this. Many of the designs we have seen, this Computex, will probably never see the market. No one will buy them and they will probably never launch. So here are the specs for the Acer Iconia W510 and W700. Acer unveils two Windows 8 tablets. The Iconia W700 is a 11.6 inch Windows tablet. It has a full HD 1080p display, 8 hours of battery life, 3 USB 3.0 ports, Dolby Home Theater audio, a docking station without a keyboard, so you have to use a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse. It also has a Thunderbolt port, micro HDMI, and a 5 megapixel autofocus camera, microphone, and a front-facing camera. And the price is $999 US. Who will buy that? The smaller Iconia W510 has a 10.1 inch IPS display. And it has a real keyboard docking station with a detachable keyboard. And the docking station also extends the battery life to up to 18 hours of use. Quite good. The tablet has speakers and it has a SIM card slot, micro SD, micro USB and HDMI ports. And the dock itself has a full-size USB 2.0 port. This tablet costs up to $799 US. Too much money. They look great and I actually think that Windows 8 is a great operating system for tablets. Really great. You can use this as real computers. Kinda cool. But it's too much money. They are too expensive. My personal favorite is the Acer Iconia W700. It looks really interesting. And okay, here's the specs for the Asus Tablet 600 and Tablet 810. Asus presents two new Windows 8 tablets, Tablet 600 and Tablet 810. Tablet 810 is the biggest of them. It has a 11.6 inch display with a 1366 by 768 resolution. The smaller one, the Tablet 600, has a 10.1 display with the same resolution. Tablet 810 is a real Windows 8 tablet running on an Intel CPU, so it runs the real Windows 8 with real Windows 8 applications. Tablet 810 has a SSD drive at 64 GB and Tablet 600 has a 32 GB SSD. Tablet 810 has a Wacom dual digitizer too. The smaller one, the 600, doesn't have that. The rest, both tablets share. Tablet 600 runs on a ARM chip, so it runs on Windows 8 RT. Windows 8 RT is the Metro UI only version of Windows 8, so it's an ARM based tablet. Both tablets has 2 GB of RAM memory, 8 megapixel rear facing camera with autofocus and LED flash, a 2 megapixel front facing camera for chat, NFC, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.0, GPS, and the smaller one, Tablet 600, has a ARM chip, a quad-core Tegra 3 ARM chip. The docking station gives both tablets a full QWERTY keyboard and trackpad, USB ports, and a second battery that extends the battery life. No info about price yet. Hopefully they will be released after Windows 8 release in October. The docking keyboard looks identical to an Apple MacBook keyboard, so it's probably good, a great feeling, but they're stealing the design. I think that's a good thing in this case, because if you will have a docking station, you want to have a great keyboard. Here's my favorite Asus Tablet 810. And at last, here is the specs for the Asus Transformer Book. The Asus Transformer Book is a new generation of notebook, allowing the user to switch between a notebook and a tablet instantly by detaching the screen. It comes with a Ivy Bridge Intel Core CPU, either i7, i5 or i3, and you can choose between an SSD drive or a normal hard drive. It also features two different cameras, one HD camera, front facing camera, and a 5 megapixel rear facing camera. And there are three available display sizes: 11.6, 13.3 and 14 inch. And it has NVIDIA graphics. And the 11.6 has a full HD 1080p resolution, 4 megabyte of RAM, Wi-Fi. This is more a laptop or ultrabook that you can take off the screen to use as a tablet, not the other way around, a tablet that you can connect to a keyboard and use as a laptop. Okay, that's it. This was the first episode of my new kind of podcasts, audio podcast, where I talk and add info, screenshots, and so on to the video. I hope you like this kind of audio podcast on YouTube. Okay, bye.